Welcome back to the show. Many thanks for staying with us. Now, all three living former presidents, John Rawlings, Kufuor and John Mahama, made a historic appearance in Parliament today as President Kufuor delivered the 2018 State of the Nation address, his second since becoming president last year. He tells the hard work put in by the economic management team headed by Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia in dealing with the economic challenges that faced the country last year. He says the team has now been able to rise above the challenges and the economy is on a sound footing, summing up a positive state of the Ghanaian economy. An 800 million Ghana cedi security spending was also announced to deal with the increasing insecurity in the country. We have a breakdown of the various areas highlighted by President Kufuor in the State of the Nation Address 2018. First, though, here's the President's summary.
We had inherited an economy that was in distress. Choked by debt, and with macroeconomic fundamentals in disarray. You will recall, Mr. Speaker, that I said, quote, we would have to implement some tough, prudent and innovative policies to get us out of the financial cul-de-sac we were in. I made some brave predictions. I said we would reduce significantly the budget deficit, and I said that at the same time, we would grow and expand the economy. I'm glad to be able to report, Mr. Speaker, that the economic management team, under the stellar leadership of the strong, brilliant economist, Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia, has risen to the challenge, and the hard work is beginning to show positive results. We have reduced taxes. We are bringing down inflation and interest rates. Economic growth is increasing from the alarming 3.6% at December 2016 to 7.9% in our first year. And the indications are that it will be even better this year. We have increased our international reserves, maintained relative exchange rate stability, reduced the debt to GDP ratio and the rate of debt accumulation. We have paid almost half of arrears inherited. And crucially, we are current on obligations to statutory funds. I'm also pleased to report that the 3-year IMF-supported extended credit facility program, begun in 2015, comes to an end this year. The relatively good macroeconomic performance in 2017 will strongly support our successful completion of the IMF program. We are determined to put in place measures to ensure irreversibility and sustain macroeconomic stability so that we will have no reason to seek again the assistance of that powerful global body. Mr. Speaker, we restored teacher and nursing training allowances. We have doubled the capitation grants. And to confound the skeptics and professional naysayers, we have implemented free senior high school education. It has enabled 90,000 more students gain access to senior high school education in 2017 than in 2016. Mr. Speaker, we have nevertheless been able to meet my promise made last year to the House and reduce the fiscal deficit from 9.3% to an estimated 5.6% of GDP.
That for President Akufo-Addo is the general overview. But what does the minority in Parliament say? They call it a state of promises.
Mr. President, we have heard you on your state of promises. And Mr. President, we have heard you that at least soul sourcing is still lawful in Ghana. And Mr. President, we have heard you that Mr. Speaker, the Eastern Corridor route and the Bolga-Tanga-Boku road, if contractors are paid and not given razor cuts or renegotiations, they will be completed on time. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, you ended on a good note of a proverb. The Honorable ABF is saying, I won't pay royalties. When you see a frog come out of a deep hole, its assister is with it in the hole bringing it out. We will assist you out of the deep hole. The fidelity and candidness of what Mr. President have done, how I wish he had arrived on a Takoradi Paga train as he promised in one factory, one district.